Hi lovelies and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda's channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you'll be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real MVP. Alright lovelies, let's dive into today's video. Hello lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok and I thought to share with you guys where some Hispanic people are about to find out that, doing what they know how to do best is about to put them in a very huge problem. I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. Alright lovelies, let's dive into it.
My immigrant mother just called me on the phone innocently asking me if she should start carrying her passport in case they start doing mass deportations to prove that she's a citizen. That's so sad.
And this is the reality for all Latinos. All of us have to carry our passports with us. All of us. That's the new reality. Cops are going to be given insurmountable power, immunity. Trump has immunity. You think that you're safe because you're undocumented? And I'm not talking to my girl here. I'm just saying in general, Latinos in general. You think you're safe because you're a citizen? You are in for a very rude awakening. This is our new life. We have to carry passports with us everywhere we go. And I don't even think that'll be good enough. That's not going to be good enough. If the cops think you're a fucking immigrant, they're going to take your ass. Because they have no immunity. That's their job. The more they can take off the streets, the merrier. That's going to be the goal. Remember, Stephen Miller is over this. He wants us all gone. So if Americans happen to be taken in, so be it. Remember, Trump said Americans will be included. And it will be a, quote, bloody story. It will be a bloody story. And citizens will be taken in. Those are Trump's words. The people that, who voted for him, in case you don't know, you're about to find out. This is a very real question, girl. Just like this lady in this video asking a very real question. And for us women, Latina women, we have double. We have to worry about many issues, not just abortion and pregnancy related issues. We have to worry about deportation issues. We have to worry about being pulled over by cops and interrogated, maybe even raped by cops and taken in because they think we're undocumented, even if we show them a passport or an ID. So this is a very real issue, ladies, where we have to be very careful who we share shit with. And stay the fuck away from Latino men, period. Don't give no kitty cat to Latino men until you know who the fuck they are. And don't just base it on, did you vote for Trump or Kamala? And let them answer. Don't base it just on that. Watch their actions. You now have to be extremely careful because Latino men has shown us who they are and what they really care about. They don't give a fuck about you. You have to be very careful. We are now entering a time where everyone has to be extremely careful in what they share to whom because of what is about to happen. Abortion ban, state to state, is now going to be a federal ban. Contraceptives will be outlawed. No-fault divorce is going to be repealed. I'm telling you, so much is going to happen. This is a very real issue that could cost you your life. That's where we are. This is where we are. Stay safe, girl.
Poor in case they start doing mass deportation.
Ha! Someone's gonna phone call because they forgot my goddamn queso. I'm fucking Chipotle.
To prove that she's a citizen.
Watching all these people freak out and be like, women's rights are gonna be taken away, or like, I don't know, my grandma's gonna get deported. It's kind of like when you have to put a kid to bed, like a toddler, and they're absolutely convinced that there's a monster in their closet, and so they're just like screaming and flopping on the floor. And no matter what you do to tell them, hey, there's no monster, you're freaking out over nothing, they still just are absolutely convinced. And you just kind of have to let them cry it out and like freak out until they don't have any more energy, and then they can calm down and realize they were freaking out for nothing. I don't like Trump, but he was already president. This already happened, and nobody got their rights taken away. Like, exact same thing happened last time he was president. People were freaking out saying women are going to lose their rights, there's going to be mass deportations, and it just didn't happen. It didn't happen.
If she's a legal citizen of the United States, then she won't get deported. Fucking really? You fucking Democrats with your fucking rage baiting and your fucking sympathy videos. Y'all need to get the fuck over yourselves. If she's a citizen of the United States, she came over here legally, did what she has to do to become a U.S. citizen, then she's not going to be deported. But I know all this is fake, and you know that. But you're going to do it anyways. And people are going to call you out on your bullshit. Like I'm calling you out on your bullshit. So stop with the rage baiting. Stop with the fake crocodile tears. My son, at 3 years old, had better crocodile tears than you. Jesus Christ, you fucking liberals. Get the fuck out of here. You lost fair and square. Trump 2024, bitches!
Innocently asking me.
I'll take more shit that's never happened for 500, Alex. Yeah, it would help if you knew anything about immigration. Honestly, it would be in your favor before making up dumb fuck stories like this. Because if your mum's got an American passport, guess what else your mum's got? American identification. Or some piece of paper with a picture on it which says she can be here. Which bylaws she should be carrying anyway as a visa holder. Two, who the fuck are you trying to appeal to? No one's going to tear out your uterus because you're an idiot. At worst, you have to get a job and be accountable for your dumb actions, your dumb statements, and your dumb videos. That's it. At worst, someone's going to tell you don't breed. Cheers.
Hey, y'all, I just want to give a few words on my thoughts on the election and something that's bothering me since Trump lost in 2020. I remember right after his loss, I told a number of people, I think Trump is going to steal the next election legally and he's going to win. Now, I'm not in any way indicating this election is stolen, but I am indicating the plan to take it was very fierce, organized, and it started the night Trump lost. That entailed taking over all of our mainstream media. And that's the part that makes me feel extremely uneasy. We all watched it happen. First and foremost, I was a loyal CNN watcher during the 2020 election. I also watched them during the 2016 election, and I was very upset with them because I felt they contributed to Trump's win in 2016. But they didn't do that for 2020. So I felt a little bit more relieved. It felt like they were more on our side. They did not want him to win. And they were also very concerned after January 6th happened. But right after 2020, they got new management or new owner, both or one, I can't remember, but they definitely got a new CEO, and he changed everything. He told them to stop talking about January 6th, and he wanted them to start bringing on Republicans. And the same kind of crap happened throughout all mainstream media. And Washington Post changed editors, and I think owners, I don't know how long Bezos has been owning that, but the LA Times, Univision, I mean, they're all were taken by Republican. And you could feel the shift in mainstream media from 2020, right after, throughout the last 4 years, the shift in mainstream media has turned more conservative. Even the other channels, like I said, CNN, who has been typically Democrat. And on top of that, Steve Bannon would constantly talk about how he was going to get 40% of black men and Latino men to vote Trump, and that they were going to make it happen. He was on path to make it happen. So they were courting black and brown men since 2020. I really believe that they have been paying voters, people to vote. I really believe that. Just as they were paying influencers to influence, they were paying people to vote. But I don't know the plan in place or what they did, but it's definitely something like underground. I mean, toward the end of this election, 2024, they were so fucking arrogant. Like, they didn't blink an eye at the shit they were doing and pissing people off. They didn't care if they pissed anyone off. They just knew they had it in the bag. And that always concerned me. That concerned me a lot. Like, yep, just like I said, they're going to steal the election. I'm not trying to say they stole the election, but something's off. Something's off. On top of that, we had a huge early voting in all the states. Everyone was breaking early voting stats, and that usually is an indicator for Democrats, which is why a lot of people were telling us this was going to be a blowout. Well, when I first started watching the election last night, I turned my TV on around 7 o'clock and I said, okay, let's see how things are going. 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, which is where I am. And immediately, I usually gauge how the night's going to go based on early voting stats. And I will tell you, immediately upon listening to the early voting stats, I was frozen. And I got a huge, huge feeling in my stomach, a punch in the gut, if you will, of holy shit, she's gonna lose. And I just looked like, I was like, she's gonna fucking lose. This isn't good. I knew immediately. I didn't know what to do. I had to leave. And I was walking in my car thinking, please let me be wrong. Please let me be wrong. But she's gonna lose. And the more I listened throughout the night, the more I got, my feeling was solidified. I had to go to bed early because I couldn't listen anymore. And on top of that, all the mainstream media did not seem scared or concerned like in 2020. CNN was very matter of fact. It felt like they wanted Trump to win. All the mainstream media made me feel that way this time around. So much shifted from 2020. There was this huge plan that started the night Trump lost, and I knew it. I could feel it. That they were doing that. They talked about it, and I just thought, we're in trouble. In 4 years, we're in trouble. And part of that really included getting to the black and brown men. And I honestly believe that maybe they were paid to vote. I don't know. Something's off. It seemed too seamless. The win seemed too seamless, and they knew they were going to win. They knew they had the votes. The day, election day, Trump told the media, I feel very confident we're going to have a blowout and we have the votes. And I know he talks like that all the time, but this was different. He was very calm, and he said, we have the votes. We're going to win big. And then he tried to walk back and say, it's going to be a long night. We may not know for a couple of days, but we're going to win big. Like, that confidence was strong. It wasn't just him speaking hyperbole like he always does. He knew it. He knew. Just something just feels off. I don't know. I can't say that it was stolen outright like they did in 2020, but I definitely feel like the plan to make this happen was constructed, organized, implemented throughout the last 4 years, and it paid off, and they knew it. Everyone was in play. All the chess pieces were in play, and they had been moving for 4 years, and it was so secure that he knew he had the votes going into the night. And it bothers me. Something about this, all of this, is so eerie and unnerving.
To a 2-year-old daughter, I'm truly devastated by the election results, and not just because Kamala lost. Like, it is what it is. The American people voted. I'm not going to say that we should do what the Republicans did and try to contest it. I'm sure that was a fair election. However, I am truly scared for America. And a lot of people are saying that people are being dramatic, and you'll go online and see people saying they're genuine valid fears, and almost all the laugh reacts are white men that genuinely have no idea that these fears are genuine and valid. So let me share you some of my big scares for the next 4 years. I'm, first of all, concerned about the Department of Education. He's been very open that he wants to cut it. My daughter's about to go into school. We can't afford private school. I'm very scared about that. I'm very concerned about the cost of every good going up tremendously because Trump does not understand how tariffs work. And the way that tariffs work is the business is going to pass the cost down to the customers. They're not going to front the cost. So that means that China's not going to have any extra costs. It's going to be us, which means that we're going to have to pay a lot more for a lot of goods. I'm concerned about our taxes in the middle class getting tighter because he wants to give more tax breaks to the wealthy, but his previous tax bills actually made taxes more expensive for the middle class, and we're still under those tax bills. So let's just see what happens with that. I also am scared about my daughter's reproductive rights. I'm scared about my reproductive rights. My husband and I are afraid about the fact that more Supreme Court justices are about to be made Republican for life because there's going to be more that are stepping down during this term. There are more that are going to be retiring. So I'm really worried about the fact that we're about to have a primarily Republican Supreme Court that's going to last decades because they are elected for life. I'm really genuinely worried about having a Republican-controlled Senate. I'm really worried about having a Republican-controlled Supreme Court for decades. I'm really genuinely scared. I'm genuinely scared that more bills are going to get challenged. I'm genuinely scared that more rights are going to get challenged and taken away. And these are genuine fears that are a very real possibility. And the fact that people are laughing as if it's some crazy, outlandish conspiracy theory is just crazy. This is a genuine fear that most people are realizing right now. And the scary personal note for me is I don't think my husband and I are going to have more kids. And that is heartbreaking because we weren't going to have more kids if Trump gets elected. We don't want to bring more kids into a country until it's more certain, and I'm facing the real reality that I might not be able to have another kid, which is devastating for so many reasons.
I seriously love this. I do not even understand these people. Is it that they don't know that there are repercussions for every actions? Like, the thing is that when people that looks like me keep on saying this, keep on talking, keep on trying to make people understand what is going on and what is about to happen, it's as if some people tend to see it as, okay, they are just saying something that benefits them. They are just telling us all of this is because they want to be liberated. I think it's going to only affect, them. Like, it's going to only benefit people that looks like me without them realizing that these people that keep on telling them that you have to do this way, if not, even if it's going to affect us as, Black people, it's definitely going to affect you guys the most. This is just the norm. It is always not listening to people that looks like me. And after all said has been done, this is why you see them coming out crying and, oh my God, we could have listened. Oh my goodness. Like, this is just so normal. I could actually remember during the time of affirmative action. Like, this is just like affirmative action repeating itself, but this in a very bigger way. Affirmative action, like, people were just trying to tell them that do this way, do it like this, like, do it this way, it's going to benefit everyone. But no, they think that if they don't do it the way that they have been pressured to do it, it will benefit people that looks like me. Every other person is just like, when it comes to doing things right, people often think that doing things right means benefiting people that looks like me. And a lot of people have problems when they see that things are going to be done right, like whereby benefiting people that looks like me. People do not actually want to do anything that has to benefit people that looks like me, and they end up hurting themselves. They don't even know that people that looks like me have already gotten used to stuff like this. They've gotten used to oppression. Like they are, it is as if it's just a normal thing in life. But you, as a person, trying to feel or trying to say that, okay, I don't want to do it this way because I don't want it to benefit this person. You don't know that, it will end up not benefiting you as well. So this lady has been crying her eyes out. I don't know if she's faking it or is the truth or she's being real. Or okay, she went ahead to talk about how her mom, who probably is elderly, called her on phone asking her questions, regarding to if they should be going around with their passport, document, or whatsoever. And she's all out here crying and making videos trying to make it see as if all my life is crumbling like of my face. Like, this is something about these POC people. Like, this is the same thing that happens even during this affirmative action. This is just like affirmative action pro max. I don't know why some POC people, if black people are telling them things and giving them reason why they feel that they should do this, they tend to look at it as if, oh, if we do this way, it's definitely going to benefit black people, and we don't want anything that will benefit black people. Like they are so relaxed and tend to doing the opposite anytime they see that black people are all out telling them or trying to advocate to do this certain way. They tend to see it as if, oh, these guys are trying to do something that will keep them from not being oppressed anymore. It's as if some POC people actually enjoy the way at which black people have been treated and all of that, and so therefore they try as much as they can to go opposite. And anytime they do stuff in the opposite way and they see that one way or the other it's backfiring, it's affecting them the most, now they are all out crying and panicking. Like, serious, this also happened during affirmative action. Let me just use, that instant. During that time, a lot of black people were like, okay, you guys thought that this was actually, benefiting us. Meanwhile, it's actually benefiting, pan-colored women. But some POC people thought that it's going to give room for more, black women and all of that, or it's actually benefiting black women, without them realizing that it does not. It actually took them, for affirmative action to be removed before they actually realized that, oh, what these guys are saying are actually the truth. Like, this thing is going to backfire. It already backfired to us. We are now suffering it just the way at which these people are being affected. The thing is that most of these Latino people who actually voted against and all of that actually thought that this might affect black people, without them realizing that black Americans are actually black Americans. They don't have problem with all of this immigration, illegal and all of that. These people are just trying to help you guys. They are just trying to, the only problem that they have is the fact that they have the darker skin complexion, which every other black person all over the world have such a problem. But you guys are the one that have all these undocumented blah 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 problems. But no, you wouldn't even want to, you feel that, oh, when you do things this way, it might actually give privilege to people that looks like me. But without you even knowing that these people that looks like me are not doing something based on their own personal interest. They are doing something based on every other POC's interest. But because you guys feel that these guys are doing something based on their own interest, you are going against yourself without even knowing it. It's after all the things have been done, that is when you will now realize that, oh my god, what we actually did, we are just against ourselves. Like, we actually voted against ourselves. Because these people that you guys were often thinking that, oh, it's but favor them, the worst case scenario, they will face their life, face their community, I'm just even thinking that most of them now are now in their flexing era, in their taking care era. They don't want to get involved anymore. Since you guys do not want, you don't want anything good, just dance to the music and let them be. Do not call them in any form of thing. There's this Hispanic man who has been going viral on my For You page. He actually a Trump supporter, voted for Trump. Now his neighbor, who happens to be a Trump supporter, is now being so racist towards him, and he's all out crying. This is one thing about some of these Hispanic people. Until when you guys have done that thing which you think that is right, but ending up like going against yourself, that is where you have to come out to cry. Like, seriously, you think that you are doing something in order to make, like, I don't even get the reason why you guys have to have this percentage of voters. I don't know, but like it is just so confusing, because you are the first people to get affected. These black people are not even going to be affected. How yes, they will face their community. How yes, they will do things which they've been doing for a very long time, for years. They're just used to it. It's just that they wanted to help some POC people. They're the one, rendering the help. But people think that, they want to look for a way to, come out from their shell and not be more oppressed anymore, and try to make people to be treated equally. No. They're already used to what's they're already creating their own generational wealth, but they're just trying to make everybody okay. But you guys don't want that. Anyone that is crying, it is all you are on your own. They are so busy facing their own life. Like, seriously. Like, I don't know why it is when things have already been done, that is when a lot of you guys just come out and start crying with all of the tears and all of, like, what do you want people to do right now with all of this? Because when you had the opportunity to do the right thing, you could have actually had a meeting with your community and try to make your, stand just the way at which black people stood by each other and do the right thing. But now, you guys thinking that, okay, and now this is it. Everyone of you are just crying. Even the ones that supported TP are out here crying. Like, what do you want people that look like me to do? This is what you chose. You chose your part, so you have to enjoy it. Like, just like the way your brother said. He said that when you see an undocumented blah blah blah, call IC. And which everybody, I've seen so many stitches, people calling IC and all of that. And it's so hilarious at this point. Like, seriously, lovelies, when you have, the opportunity to do the right thing, the time to do the right thing, but because you are being, trying to, like, you think you are doing the right thing, but you're ending up hurting yourself. You are going against yourself. Like, I just wish that all of these things I'm seeing are just dreams, that everyone will eventually wake up to see that, they're all dreams. Because if it should end up this way, everyone, that means the next 4 years is just going to be, I don't know. I just wish that everything will be okay, everyone will be okay, everybody will be fine at the end of the day, so that everyone can just coexist. But the way I'm seeing things, the only thing that have to save everyone is just to be on your own space, at your own peace. Avoid any form of thing that will bring you out there. I posted a video about some a Republican guy talking about how my body is our body. Like, oh my goodness, a lot is going to happen, but I hope that everyone is okay, and I hope that everything is just going to be fine after the rain comes soon. So guys, stay safe. Please, if you have watched up to this extent, do you get a huge favor to click on the subscription button, like this video, leave me your own thoughts of what you think of this video, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one. Up to this extent, thank you so much for all the love and support. Why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We just here to educate and inform ourselves. Alright, lovelies, please share this video, subscribe, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.